Hey guys, it's Tori from Calypso Creative Planning, and it has been a morning. So, we're not doing a live stream, but I do have a video sort of ready for you. And let's dive in and do a little plan and chat with me session today. Alright, so before we get to the actual spread, since this is a Patreon exclusive sticker set we're looking at, I figured let's do a little shameless plug for my not one, but two different Patreon communities. So there is the planning side of Patreon where you can get exclusive monthly goodies and live streams, and you can suggest things and vote, and it's a whole fun community over there. And then there is the book side of my Patreon that's a little bit more on the spicy side, if you know what I mean. If you know, you know. So over there, that's Mandatory Reads, and we have a book talk podcast. We have book journaling live streams. We have a book of the month that we talk about in a Zoom hangout at the end of the month. So lots of good stuff in both communities. So head over and check those out. Yeah, so a little shameless plug because, like I said, this is a Patreon exclusive sticker set that we're going to be looking at today. I actually recorded this screen recording back in June. So this is the June exclusive sticker set in the planning side of my Patreon. And every once in a while I will do a inspiration spread to share when the sticker set goes out. I will include it in the post. And so this was one of those times where I was like, okay, I need a daily spread. So let's use the new stickers. And I couldn't decide what page I wanted to use first. But in the end, I was like, let's go with an all black page. So I'm just going to kind of let this go in the background and plan in the background. This is the Lavender Bliss sticker set, by the way. This is the Patreon exclusive sticker set. But I'm just going to kind of let this go in the background, and you guys can watch how this spread came together while we chat for a moment. Because look, if it was a live stream, you guys would get an update. So I'm just let's just chat while we plan here. And I would love to do a Zoom plan with me, planner hangout that kind of has this type of vibe. Do it in the Patreon so that we can all just kind of chat while we're working on our own planners and do it over Zoom. So we can, get caught up on your weekly page or planning for the month or your daily page for the day or tiny journaling or whatever. And, hang on. Okay, sorry, that was a call from the hubby. Where were we? Zoom, hangout with the thing. I don't know. Look, okay, this has been a crazy day. This day has been filled with so many interruptions. It is insane. So you guys know that I normally like to do a live stream with you guys on Friday mornings. And I do more live streams than the pre-recorded, screen recordings like these than I used to do. But, it's nice to have these. I purposely did this so I could share it with, the patrons or the YouTube channel or whatever, showing off this set. But I really like doing the live streams because then we can sort of chat. I mean, it's sort of one way because you guys aren't verbally chatting with me, but I don't know. I really wanted to do a live stream this morning, but we had the roofers. There's a roofer coming, the insurance guy, because hail damage. You guys may remember me talking about the terrible hailstorm that ripped through my garden. Apparently that was back at the end of May, and I don't know. We're just now having some issues with that. But so that was happening this morning. They were coming out, and so since I didn't get to do, I was like, there's no way I can do a live stream with, this, since, you never have exact times when these people are going to come for like appointments like this. So I was like, it's just not going to work. So let's go ahead and prepare this recording, right? So I didn't get to do it yesterday. So I started editing it this morning, and it's not even that long of a recording, but that's how many interruptions there has been this morning. So I started working on it this morning, and didn't get to finish because the roofer guy showed up. And so then I started in again, then didn't get to finish because the insurance guy showed up. And then while he was doing his thing, I'm in here working, and then the dogs start barking. Then I realize my big beast of a dog that is outside has gotten loose. And the roofer guy is on the roof of the shed outside of his area. So I'm like, oh, but luckily this big beast of a dog, anytime he gets out of his area or off his thing, he always comes to the door and waits to be let in. And then he just comes in and like sits in the kitchen. Like that's his thing. So that was the whole thing. Then, he the harness didn't fit because like he's gotten so big, and like it's been a whole thing, right? Good news is I think they are going to replace my roof. So that's good, like yay. But yeah, so then I thought, like, I'm not going to be able to finish this recording because this dog is going to be like all over the house, and like, because he doesn't come in all that much. No, as we speak right now, he is like chilling in the office floor next to me. Maybe I'll pop up a photo of that because it's really cute. But it's been crazy, right? It has been absolutely crazy, but at least we're here and like we're chatting, and I want to do a plan with me type of thing that maybe if anyone wants to be a part of it, we've done this before type of thing where we live streamed on YouTube and on Discord at the same time, and like we were able to like like join in live, and like you could chat. So I kind of want to do that again and like plan it in advance enough to where if some of you wanted to come join in the voice lounge on Discord, and then like actually be in the YouTube video with me. And, it doesn't have to be your face because we would plan together, but like that could be fun. If anyone wants to do that, that could be fun. Like, let me know. I'm always trying to come up with different ideas of things that we can do together, because we are this digital community or like a little pocket family. And I think it would be fun to find different ways to like bring us together, even if it's still digital, So I think that would be fun. Yeah. Okay. So this photo, since this is a plan and chat with me, you saw that photo. Those are my cucumbers from my garden. Look, here's a little moment of honesty. You guys have seen photos of my garden. I've talked about my garden. I don't think I ate a single cucumber that I grew in my garden this summer. Isn't that weird? Like it produced more cucumbers than I thought it would. And then hubby didn't want any cucumbers. And then my sister also planted cucumbers, but then told me she doesn't like cucumbers, and I thought she did. So I thought I was going to be able to share some with her. Gardening is weird, man, because, like you go to the store and you get your produce that you need, but like your garden, you're just like waiting forever for stuff. And then when it does come, it comes in like huge waves. It's either like one or two items here or there, or you end up with like 50 cherry tomatoes sitting on your counter, and you're like, how am I going to eat all these? And then the niece and nephew come over and they just pop those things like it's candy. Like that shocked me. I mean, I know that they like those, but it was just, they came over for like a movie night, and we're just like standing in the kitchen chatting, and they're both just like popping little cherry tomatoes like it's candy. And I love it. It's so makes me happy that they are into, you know, the vegetables like that. But yeah. Oh, okay. So let me break up my chat here with, this is a fun tip. Okay. So I have my placeholder text in a page in my planner, and I have it in 2 different fonts, and it's spaced to fit the lines on my planner pages. And that means I can just copy and paste it and then use it anytime I want. So I feel like that's a very good tip, that if you have not done that yet, you should totally do it. Because sometimes I design planner pages, you guys know this, I design planner pages and then don't ever use them. So having the placeholder text just helps create these fun layouts. But also it's really good when you are going to use them and you need to like figure out your page, you know, like where everything's going to go. So, okay. Sorry, I got like a text from Comcast. Look, what? Yeah. What I say? How many interruptions is this gonna be today? I don't know. Now it's saying there's performance issues with my Comcast. I swear. That explains some things though, because I've been having some weirdness going on with the internet, and I thought it was like my internet or my computer or just me. I don't know. Maybe it's legit Comcast. Y'all. Okay, so let me think of any other updates that I might have. Since we're chatting and we're planning. Okay, so Patreon, in the planning side of things, right now we have the vote going on for, I don't know if you guys can hear this, but the big giant dog is kind of like snoring in here. But we have the vote going on for the Patreon exclusive live stream that is happening. The vote is happening right now. The reveal will happen on Sunday. And let's see, then the actual live stream will happen next Saturday. And let's see, I'm trying to think of what else we got here. The Q&A for the Patreon community. So if you have not taken part of that, how that's going to work is, this is going to be a third one, where you guys can submit questions, and then I do like the answers in a pre-recorded video. So the forum is live all the time, but I just post a reminder saying, hey, the forum's open on like the first of the month, and then that will go out next week. So you still have some time to get your questions in if you have any of those. And I was playing around with the idea of doing the whole question and answer series for the book club on Patreon too. So if that's something you would like, I think Adrian hopped on that comment and said that, yeah, that would be cool, because she's in both groups. So I think that would be fun. I like a good Q&A, you know, and maybe you don't want to attend a live, or you can't attend a live, but you still have a question. That's a good way to do it. Also happening next week is the podcast episode. Well, no, wait, that's not next week. That is that next week? Y'all, what are days? Yeah, that is next week. So next Tuesday is the podcast episode for the book club, and that's going to be another one where my sister joins in. You guys have seen my sister here on the YouTube channel. You've heard her, and like, you know, the other podcast I did with Vicky a while back. So she did the last podcast episode with me, and because Mandy's taking a little break right now, so send good vibes to Mandy. So Tippa is like stepping in for a fun little guest host appearance type of thing. And she's actually coming over tonight to record the next episode with me. So that should be fun. And that will go out next Tuesday. And let's see what other updates we got. I know we've got some fun stuff happening. I want to do more. But you guys know I always want to do more and more and more. And that, you know, can be a little much. But for book club next week, we're also doing the suggestions for our book journaling live stream. And those are fun. The last one got delayed because, life. But they're fun. And I would love to do more and more of those. It's not just journaling. Like, if you have not seen those, it's not just about, like, just straight up book journaling. We've done some, like, Bookstagram type tutorials and different things like that. Notion book list tours and stuff. So we have a lot of fun with those. I think they're fun. But I'm always open to more suggestions for both Patreons, really, because, I don't know, it's still pretty new. And they're about, it's about community. It's not just like the shop and the YouTube channel, like, we have a community. But with Patreon, like, we're a little bit different because we can, like, we have exclusive chats, we have exclusive hangouts and different things like that. And it's just a lot of fun. But with it being a legit community, it comes down to, like, what we make of it, right? So it's not just me posting things. It's more interaction that I really, really love. And I'm going to be doing some more behind the scenes content. Like, the Patreon group is going to be able to see, teasers for Q4 before anyone else. And so Q4, yeah. Okay, so let's talk about that for a minute, okay? Because we're all over the place. You guys know I'm all over the place all the time. It's kind of my thing. But I was realizing the other day that Tuesday, did you hear that? That's dog. Tuesday, the teaser for the September bundles goes out. Tuesday is the teaser. And then that means, was it Thursday? Is Thursday, Friday, whatever, is the bundles? Like what? How is that a thing? Like, the September bundles go out next Friday. Like, what? Like, where? What? Okay, so September bundles go out. And by the way, I am super excited about what is going to be in the bundles. I'm just super excited. But then it's like, I realized I was talking to the team and I was like, do you guys realize these dates? And do you realize that means it's time to start thinking about Q4? Like, what are we doing for Q4? And I always feel like Q4 is like a weird one when it comes to themes. So I would love your feedback. I mean, I have a direction right now. But I'm still, it's still August, so it's still up for debate for a little while at least. So I'll probably do another vote in the Patreon community and be like, this is what I'm thinking. Y'all let me know. Vote on your favorites. But I feel like Q4 is a weird one because we have, like, October, November, December, right? I mean, you're going to get them, like, right at the end of September. But it's just like you have fall. There's Thanksgiving, which is sort of, fall, Thanksgiving together. Halloween and Christmas. Like, all of those are all in there. And then we're rounding them out with, like, New Year's, getting ready for that. So it's like, what's a good theme to encompass all of that? Or do we just ignore holidays and seasons and go with something like some other random thing that has nothing to do with holidays or seasons? Because we do have people all over the world. So, like, in our community. So, like, the seasons aren't necessarily the same, And don't ask me about specifics of that because I could not tell you without proper research. And we don't have time for that right now. So, if anyone would like to share some input about, like, what is your current season or what is your seasons for Q4, I'm interested because I would like to know. But I don't know. It's like, it's hard to, what do you do? Like, what would you prefer? This is where your feedback comes in, okay? Feedback is a must. But right now, the overwhelming decision that we're leaning towards is fall related because, we've got some good Christmas stuff already, so we can, like, dip into those for December. But really, we just want to hang out with, like, fall for a while. And, then I can do some supplemental sets. I don't know. I don't know. Y'all just let me know. Y'all just let me know. I don't know. I don't know. What else? What else? Okay, so let me give you a little life update since we're doing, still doing our little chat. You guys know by now probably that my schedule has changed, which has been like crazy because in my head, I had it like built up like this was going to be like, oh, this is the month, like this is the start of the rest of my life, like like it was going to be some big epic revelation of like direction or whatever. Yeah, no. That's not how it's worked out. No, it has not been like that. It has felt more like a mix of utter chaos, frustration, happiness. Like it has just been this weird, really weird mix because it's like, no, it just it's not been what I expected. It will even out. But what I've come to realize is that I just need to give myself grace and that August is going to be like a transition month is what I'm thinking. Like I thought maybe like a transition week, but no, I think it's going to be like more like August is a transition month because I thought I was going to be able to just jump right in and like take my design list that you guys know is like 50 million miles long at this point and just work my way through it and be like, bam, 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 all these new sets and all these great things and like all these things. No, it has not been that because with my other job, there's been all these like wrap up things that are still happening and I'm still having to put in some hours with that. And then, both on like a regular day and tucking in time here and there as I can for training videos that I'm doing. I'm doing like a whole training hub and it's all organized in Notion with categories and tags and all these things with these video recordings and timestamps and editing. All these things I'm leaving behind. So that all has to be done. And so I'm not done with that side of things yet. And logically I knew that was going to be a thing, but logically and like my happy soulness were two different things, and that is not how it's been. Like it's like my happiness was like, oh, we're going to start fresh and we're going to do all these things and we're not going to have to worry about this because we're going to be doing this, and like no, it's like we're ending our day with this because this has to be done. I don't know. It's a whole thing. But anyways, August is a transition month and we're wrapping up this chat. That's it. That's all. Okay. Bye. I'll see you next time.